So welcome everybody. So I thought it would be really fun to share some of my dance and yoga practice with all of you. Please don't worry if you've never done either dance or yoga. It's absolutely not necessary. We're just going to have some fun. So all that we're going to do is have a very short little, more of a yoga style warm-up, looking at the sun salutes from Chaturanga. And then I then got a really, just a short little twisty phrase that mainly goes side to side. And then we'll have a little bit in the middle where you can just groove on your own for say 8 counts, 2 lots of 8, thinking of maybe just being as sinuous and as sneaky and as gooey as possible, and then we'll come back together and then we'll try it all again. If you go wrong, what's wrong? Who's to say what's right and what's wrong? We're just going to have some fun. So to begin with, let's just get the body ready. So all you're going to do, wherever you are in your space, just look at your hips and then look at your feet and just come to a place that we call parallel, and then just bring it a little bit tighter together with your big toes coming to touch with say a 1 to 2 inch gap between your heels, and then just looking at your knees, just have a little bend, just make sure that they don't collapse in or over roll out. If that doesn't feel comfy, just come back to this more open hip width parallel. So some of you may be familiar with yoga, some of you maybe not to worry. So we're going to start. Let's just bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your chest. We're going to take 3 lots of breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Standing as tall as you can, nice proud chests. Squeeze your bottoms, squeeze your bellies in, and we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through your nose. You can close your eyes, you can keep them open. Let's do one more breath all together, squeezing the bums and the bellies in. And exhale. So we're going to do 2 rounds of sun salutation A. So on your first breath in, reach your arms all the way up to the sky, as high as you can go, and join your hands together. As you exhale, you're going to hinge forward from your hips. You can bend your knees, bring your lower ribs to your thighs. Hands flat into the floor, and you can keep your legs as bent as you need to and relax your heads. On your inhale, lift your head, bring your hands to the tops of your thighs and try and have a nice long flat back. So stick your bottom to the back of the room. If this happens, if your lower back and then upper back is rounded, just bend these knees and then think Beyonce bottom. Stick your bum out, but keep the belly nice and strong. As you exhale, come back down to the floor. For the first one, this is just practice. Let's just walk ourselves into our plank position. And then we're going to do a very popular move that everybody knows, Chaturanga. So option 1, drop your knees. Lower yourself all the way down to your floor, trying to keep your elbows nice and tight. We don't want them to flare out. If you're feeling strong today, go all the way down and squeeze those bums. On your next breath in, push the floor away from you, nice straight legs. Called upward facing dog. Just make sure that you squeeze your bum to protect your lower back. If this doesn't feel nice, you can come to Cobra. Keep your pelvis on the floor and squeeze the elbows and keep them slightly bent. We then exhale all the way down, tuck your toes under. Option 1, push back to your knees, stick your bum all the way up into the sky for downward facing dog, or if you're feeling strong, go straight away, all the way up. Please feel free to have a little wiggle around if this feels good. Shake your hips side to side, walking up and down into the toes. Just a few things to note. Have your hands out in front in line with your shoulders. Middle finger reaching forward. If the shoulders are a little bit tight, just turn the palms out slightly. Just makes it a little bit easier. And then externally rotate your shoulders. Ears are next to your biceps. Again, you can bend your knees. Feet as wide as your hips, your bottom is the highest point, and we want a nice long flat back. So if your lower back does this, bend your knees, and then try and stick your bum up to the sky, and then we're trying to push the hands into the floor and push the heels slowly down, pulling the bellies in. One day the legs will be nice and straight. We can stay here for a couple of breaths. Let's do one more all together. Deep breath in. And a deep breath. Looking towards your hands, bend your knees. Let's just step forward back towards the hands. Come back to that half lift. Exhale, folding forward again. Bend your knees as much as you physically need to. We're going to inhale, reach the hands all the way up, back up to the sky. And then exhale, we're going to bring them to our heart center, namaskar or prayer position. That's a practice. Let's do 2 rounds all together and we'll just go a little bit faster. So, take a deep breath in to start. And let it out through the nose. First round, sun salutation A. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hinging forward, bending those knees, or you can keep them nice and straight. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, walk to your plank, or maybe jump. Lower all the way down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, or maybe your Cobra. Exhale all the way down, find your way to your downward facing dog. Let's stay here for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Remembering you can bend these knees as much as you need to. Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, looking forward, bend your knees, you can step or maybe jump. Return to that high calf lift. Exhale, folding forward. Remember, relax your heads, bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to your chest, heart center, namaskar. Let's do 1 more round. I'll include the Sanskrit. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinging forward from your hips. Make sure the ribs touch the thighs. Uttanasana. Inhale to your half lift. Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, jump or step. Chaturanga. Inhale. Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. Exhaling, find your way to Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Let's stay here again, 2 breaths. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Remember to rotate these shoulders. Stick your bum up. Bend the knees again if you need to. 1 more breath. Exhale. Inhale, bend those knees, looking forward, jump, or maybe you just want to step. Find your halfway lift. Nice long spine, tight belly. Exhale, folding forward. Straight legs, or bent. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, hands at center. Samasthiti. Nice, well done. If you feel you need to do that a couple more times to get your body nice and warm, please feel free.